You're welcome to Foodies and Spice. My name is Gina and today on the show is another very beautiful recipe. Yes, I'm making a pasta recipe because it's still pasta party 2, and I'm also going to be showing you a beautiful buttered prawns recipe. It's so cool, very easy. Alright, we're going to start with a pasta recipe. Now for this pasta recipe, it's quite easy. Of course, we have the pasta, chicken breast, mixed veg which contains carrots and green peas, yellow, red and green pepper, onions, coriander powder, rosemary leaves, soy sauce, and of course some garlic powder. So let's quickly get to this. Alright, so we'll start by cutting this chicken breast into chunks. Now this is boneless and skinless chicken breast. I'm just going to put it in a bowl. Seasoning powder, which contains onion, black pepper, rosemary, celery seeds, and paprika. So I won't be adding any salt to that. I'm just going to top it with a bit of rosemary, like a pinch or 2 of coriander, and a pinch or 2 of garlic. I'll begin to massage into the meat. All right. I'll allow it to rest for about 4 to 5 minutes in the corner while I quickly dice my yellow pepper, green pepper, and red pepper. So I'm just going to be using a bit, like about a little less than a quarter of this yellow pepper. Same I'll do with the red and the green because I just want like a mix of all of them. I won't be using all of it in the recipe. So I'm just going to... Okay, so my yellow, green, red pepper is... slice. The next thing I'm going to do is to do the same to the onions. So I just turned on my cooker. I have water in the pot. I'm going to allow it boil, come to that bottom boil. Yeah, but just before then I'm going to add some salt to that and a bit of oil for it to cook. All right, so I'll cover it and allow it to come to that rolling boil. So while that is boiling, let's quickly get to our chicken. Okay. Yes, I'm going to be adding a bit of that to this pan, just enough to coat the pan before I start browning the chicken. All right, so my chicken goes in now. Turn the other side of the chicken to start cooking. Alright, so our water has come to that rolling boil. It's time to drop our pasta. So my spaghetti goes in. We don't break the spaghetti or spaghettini. It's a crime. Alright. You just put it straight. If you want to eat short pastas, you go ahead and eat pastas like penne, twist, macaronis. Yeah? We don't break it. Alright, so all you need to do is just roll it like this. As the hot water they touch and they go, they enter. So you don't need to break them. Cover and allow it to cook for about 5 minutes because it's spaghettini. It's not as big as spaghetti in size. Alright, so spaghettini cooks in 5 minutes, but this one, because I'm going to be transferring it into the curry, I'll allow it to cook for 3 minutes. So everybody set your timer. 3 minutes, it finishes in the curry for 2 minutes. Now my chicken is ready. It's all browned. This is just fine. The browning is okay. We're looking for the golden brown, not brown, not burnt brown. Okay, so it's 3 minutes and my spaghettini is ready. This is just good. So I'm going to pour it out now. Drain it in a colander while it waits for the curry to be ready before I pour it back in the curry. Oh, just before I finish all of that, I'm going to reserve some pasta water. I can reserve it in this bowl. So that's about half a cup while I drain the rest. I'll quickly cool it down with cold water or else it will continue cooking. Okay. I'll come back for it when I need it. Now back to my chicken. I'll be adding my onions. I have about 2 squashed garlic here. Allow it cook for about 2 minutes. If you want very hot pepper, you can use the yellow pepper, the osensuka. If not, black pepper goes very well, but I'm using osensuka today because I am not a pepperless person. All right, so the pepper goes in now. This is a hot yellow pepper, also known as yellow habanero. And the other peppers in no particular order. Looks really colorful. I'll just stay on that. My pasta water. Seasoning powder. This looks pretty good. Colors are beautiful. If I need to adjust the seasoning. Tastes good. Tastes good. Now we're going to have a slaw, something like a thickener, using corn flour. I have about a spoon of corn flour there to thicken it. I actually wanted to use coconut milk, but I have a coconut milk recipe coming soon, so I don't want to kind of mix it up. So that's just corn flour and water, and I'll pour it into. Okay, that's thickened already. Next is my pasta. And to finish it up, a handful of frozen carrots and peas. I also like to add a little bit of rosemary and stir. So I'm going to add a bit of soy sauce. This is just good. Begin to toast and turn. Okay, this looks good. Looks really good. This pasta is ready. All right, so just before we serve, we are quickly going to go to our jollof recipe. All right, so it's time for our jollof rice. Of course, we are using the jollof mix paste, 800-gram rice. Now, 800-gram rice is your popular 1 derica cup. Prawns. I got some beautiful prawns this morning, fresh. So we are going to be making buttered prawns for this jollof rice. First, we have to work on the buttered prawns. Okay, so I just open it up to clean the guts. All right, so my prawns is clean now. I'm going to dab it to get some of that moisture out before I begin to cook it. Now, I'm just going to go straight to my pan now, add about 1 tablespoon of butter. While it's melting, I'll add some oil, garlic, 1/4 of chopped onion, and saute it in that butter and oil mixture. Seasoning powder. Stir, stir, stir. Garlic powder, osensuka. A pinch of rosemary. Stay on that. And in goes my prawns. And toast the prawns. Now this is my buttered prawns. It's really, really easy. So while I allow it to cook for another 2 to 3 minutes, so let's quickly start with our jollof mix. So for our jollof mix, I'm using 3 sachets like I said before, and we're going to be adding about 1 cup of oil to the pot. Allow it to heat up a bit then. So my jollof mix in there, I'm going to stir on it. Like we usually do, it takes 4 minutes to cook. So I'm going to cover it for 4 minutes, allow it cook while I wash my rice. Now, you can decide to parboil your rice, it's okay. I'm just going to be washing and pouring it into the pot. So my rice is here now, but just before I add it, I'm going to add about 1 liter or 1.5 liter of water to this jollof mix. Allow it boil. So I'm going to be seasoning with some seasoning powder. Now I am just scooping some of this prawn sauce to act as my stock, like mixed stock, chicken stock. Now this is prawn stock. All right, so I'm adding it to my jollof mix. This is the part where you get to add your meat stock or your chicken stock or your fish stock, vegetable stock, depending on what you are using. But just make sure that you do not exceed about 1.5 to 2 liters, depending on your kind of rice, how your rice will absorb the water and the heat you are using. Okay? So, but the most important thing is for your rice to be done and look beautiful. So my prawns are ready. They're still resting here. I'm going to cover this to come to the rolling boil, our butter boil. Yeah, so once it comes to that rolling boil, I'll add the rice, cover it, and allow it to cook gently till it's done. All right, so it's time for me to add the rice. It has come to that rolling boil. It looks beautiful, so I'll just begin to add my rinsed rice. Or if you parboiled your rice, this is when you should add it. So I'm just going to stir on that. Now, to make sure that you got all your seasoning and everything right, you have to taste. Because once it's done, you cannot adjust it. So I'm going to add some salt. I don't think I've added salt all this while, so salt goes in. All right, so I'll cover it to cook now. Okay, so this is ready now. And I'll just finish it up with a sprinkle of parsley. Okay, so our rice is ready now. This looks really, really good. It's beautiful. Color is awesome. Aroma, beautiful because of that ginger, garlic and curry, thyme, spices, everything inside. And all these spices, it's not like I added them one after the other. They all come in your jollof mix. I use 370-gram sachet for this 800-gram rice, and it's very beautiful. Now I'm going to turn it off. Fluff. Wow, that looks good. That looks awesome. Just look at the color. Very beautiful. All right, after fluffing, I'll just allow it rest for about 5 minutes before serving. Food done, everybody. Now we are going to eat our jollof rice. We are going to eat our prawns and the pasta. Let's go take those beautiful pictures. So I want you to taste this jollof mixed rice, okay, and just tell me what you think. Okay. Okay? All right. Honest opinion.
Looks very nice.
Fantastic. That's very good.
Wow. There's actually no difference with normal tomatoes.
So let's try out these prawns, these buttered prawns. Like, it's so beautiful. Okay. This is so good. This is so good.
Food is and spice.
The prawns is so good.
Wow, this is properly marinated.
Yeah, so the pasta is quite pretty. So we're going to test this one. But it's a beautiful recipe. It's pasta in chicken curry sauce. Okay. Pasta in chicken curry sauce. That's very yummy.
Oh, this is lovely. This is the first time I'm tasting something like this.
Yeah.
If you like this video, please give me a thumb up, share and comment. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do click on the subscribe button and notification bell to enjoy more of my recipes.